28 years later, kind of good when you don't have a bitch in your ear saying the ending is glup shitto. Kind of good. Kind of, I don't know how to feel. I don't know what score to put on it, but kind of good. Kind of expected to not like it and ended up liking it. The new one or last year's? Did I say The Bone Temple? Do you think if I saw a movie called The Bone Temple, I wouldn't lead with The Bone Temple kind of good? I wouldn't have led with some jokes about the Bone Temple? I would be waxing poetic about the Bone Temple, man. Isn't last year's The Bone Temple? Are you Jon Snow? Because you know nothing. Last year's is 28 years later, which I keep calling 28 weeks later, even though 28 weeks later came out in 2012, I'm going to say. Maybe 2010. I don't even have Steam open. Maybe we should just fucking call it. I was watching The Pit this morning on the bike, and I was like, literally streaming is harder than this. Like, at least... At least he's got colleagues that are, like, helping him. Meanwhile, I have to do all this shit myself. And I make an awesome joke, and they go, that's not funny. Even though it is funny. Have you ever noticed that bed sheets are just a fancier version of toilet sheets? That's a fucking funny joke. And if Dr. Robbie made that joke on The Pit, all the med students would have been like, Dr. Robbie, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Well, I make that joke to my friends, and they go, is it a poop joke? And I go, yeah, it's a poop joke. And they go, oh, we only like cum jokes here. We know poop jokes are very juvenile. Cum jokes are what we're all about. Are you an eater? Don't assume that I don't know what you're saying just because I gave Sinners a 4-star, okay? Sinners is good. It's a very good movie. And it's a very good movie with some excellent scenes. Overall, and some excellent performances, if I will. To me, it didn't rise above a 4, but I in my review that I wrote in my actual journal, first line of the review, I didn't seem to enjoy this as much as most people, but great performances. The scene where Preacher Boy plays the blues for the first time is actually an all-timer, like an incredible scene where the kind that makes you go, this movie has a lot of sauce. But don't assume that just because I gave it 4 stars, I don't know what being a real eater is all about. Perpetuated an anti-Irish stereotype? No, I thought the dude was cool. He was doing some cool stuff, man. Doing some cool dancing. His eyes could glow red. It's also kind of sick, and I'm glad they don't really explain it. I think it's sick how he just shows up. Like, the movie seems to imply that he, fell out of the sky when the sun started going down, and his back still had steam coming off of it, because he was just barely not getting burned by the sun. You know what? It could have been a coconut tree. Maybe he did fall out of a coconut tree. I love 28 years later. Here's my thinking. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I actually liked it like a 4. But the ending is very easy to be cynical about because it's so obvious that they were like, and I get why they would do it, don't get me wrong. But they're like, they can't end the movie at the appropriate part after the emotional shoe drops. Instead, they have to add in that Dune-style ending where it's like, and don't forget, everyone will be back in the Bone Temple. This is a little thread to keep you going for the next movie. But I liked it a 4 level, ignoring the little half star for the ending. I definitely want to see the Bone Temple. I also feel like 28 years later is exactly my right amount of Alex Garland, where it's an exploration of, different forms of masculinity, many of them toxic, but it's mostly explored through hey, there's a dude called an alpha who runs around naked, ripping people's heads off their necks with his cock out. That's more of I need the Alex Garland stuff to not be so serious in order for me to actually dig deeper into the themes of what he's going for. And also, I'm sorry to say this, and I don't know if it's your fault or not, but it's time to get over it. I went to letterboxd for 28 years later. So many of the reviews are you are not ready for the amount of zombie penis in this movie. There's not even that much dick in the movie. There's some dick in the movie, of course, but it's not the whole movie is just dicks flying in your face. Even if it was, who fucking cares? But you spent 2.5 hours watching this movie. Your review is there's a penises in the movie. Okay. How many? How big are they? And is the dude they're attached to hot? Like, you don't pay by the letter. What color's the tip? Exactly. Hard or flaccid? Real talk, though. What would you have done if you were in that bus in 28 years later? I think I'm getting the fuck out of there. There's no shot I'm holding hands. Let's put it that way. I like the topics on this sponsored stream. I'm going to be honest. I don't think anybody from Crafton is watching this, because this is I think it's the fourth one, and I've gotten no notes. So as far as I'm concerned, like, to me, that means they're chill with what we're talking about. And I don't see any reason they wouldn't be chill. It's not like we're talking about anything objectionable. There's penises in the R-rated zombie movie. Okay. More at 11. Dementia settling in, Unc? I don't think so. I still know where I am. I still know who you are. Can still remember. I watched a movie from the 90s on the bike today. I watched But I'm a Cheerleader. I'm going to say 3.5 stars and a heart. And my review, which I already placed on Letterboxd, is I finally understand why people GAF about Natasha Lyonne. For a while, I was like, I don't really understand why Natasha Lyonne is like the internet's favorite sister, at least until she started the AI animated movie company. I thought it was because she went, Tuesday, what a concept, or something like that. I thought she was kind of like Keanu Reeves for like Redditors who happen to be women or something like that. But then when I watched the movie, I was like, I get it now. I totally understand. RuPaul wearing the straight is great shirt. RuPaul saying, I'm an ex-gay or something like that. What movie did I watch? Let me get the Hobonichi Tecco out. What movie did I watch recently where I was like, I like this movie better when it was 10 Cloverfield Lane? Give me a second here. Begonia. I like Begonia. But I did think Begonia was like 10 Cloverfield Lane, but maybe 12.5% worse. I'm a growing boy. You're old. Are you growing because you're young, or are you just getting bigger? Speaking of which, I found this out in an Isaac episode. This is a horrifying moment. Did you know that they didn't call the movie The Whale because he's a big guy? Did you know that they call the movie The Whale because they're studying Moby Dick in the movie? For 5 years since the movie came out, I thought they called it The Whale because Brendan Fraser was a large man in the movie. So imagine me being like, saying something like, that's why they call it The Whale, and then people educating me and being like, no, they didn't call it The Whale because Brendan Fraser is fat in the movie. They called it The Whale because they're studying Moby Dick. Made me look like a fucking asshole, man. Made me look like a complete dickhead. But like, they knew what they were doing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You think they did that after? You think they put Moby Dick in the movie because Darren Aronofsky was like, well, I gotta call it The Whale, but I don't want people to be mad at me. Originally, they were gonna study think of a book. Oh fuck, The Catcher in the Rye. You know what I noticed? Watching But I'm a Cheerleader today? Bildungsromans go harder. Not harder, but they feel different to watch after your Roman's already been bildunged. I watched a lot of Bildungsromans when my Roman was still being built. Now that my Romans have been dunged, the movies take on a different sort of light. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative, sometimes just different. What are you saying? Oh, you don't know what a coming-of-age movie is called? They're called Bildungsromans. Are you a real movie watcher again? I'd say so. I put like 9 82 to 93-minute-long movies on my watch list so that I don't have to spend 8 minutes scrolling every time I finish something. By the way, what the fuck do you mean I finished watching But I'm a Cheerleader, and then 4 minutes, not 4 minutes, like 40 seconds later, Crave is like, if you love that, hey, we're just going to start playing episode 1 of a television program called St. Denis Medical. Like, I finished a movie, and they're like, would you like to watch 10 episodes of television? No, bro. You only have 2 movies on your watch list? My private watch list, not my letterboxd watch list. I can't spend my whole life curating lists that are open to the public. I have a watch list on my phone in the app. On Letterboxd, I think I only have Punch Drunk Love, which I have already seen, but I'm going to see again. And also Linda, which I got to see, of course. But favorite pick character so far, based on the 2.5 episodes you've seen? I've seen one episode. I'm gonna say middle-aged alcoholic that came into the pit with a BAC of 0.24. I've only seen him in one episode. I can't wait to see what happens from this point on. That's Louis. He's got a name. He's got a name. That means he probably comes back. He's in the second season too. Spoilers, now I know Louis doesn't die. Fuck. Not fuck because I wanted him to die, but fuck because every time I see someone in the hospital, I'm waiting for them to be like, beep. Can we get a crash card here? By the way, I actually hate the pit. And the reason I hate the pit is that it's anti-exercise propaganda. They literally had a 31-year-old who does triathlons come in and have like 7 heart attacks in episode 1. Chill, bro. People are gonna think that shit's real. If you are 31 and you do triathlons, you are never going to die. The show is a work of fiction. You are, every time you do a triathlon, you're adding 2 weeks to your life. So as long as you do a triathlon within the 2-week period, you mathematically cannot pass away. Wait, when did he start watching The Pit? Apollo, I'm watching it in the liminal spaces between movies when my ride length and the movie runtime have a gap. So I'm an episode and a third into The Pit season 1 right now. And I'm enjoying it a lot. And you know what? You know what got me? I'm sure almost everybody or many people had the same reaction. But after the first episode of The Pit, I was like, damn, that's a crazy day. If that's the average day in the hospital, count me out. And then the second episode starts and it says hour 2 and you go, what? Hour 2? Oh, shit. But actually, you should be thankful for that. Because once I get through The Pit, I'm going to start being annoying to you about heated rivalry. And the best part is, it works awesome for me. Because if I've watched Heated Rivalry and you haven't, and I recommend it to you, and you drag your little heels, it's going to make you look problematic for not watching the gay hockey show. Which is fucking funny. Because you're bisexual? Why the question mark? I don't know, man. To be honest, it's none of my business. If he wants to tell me, he could tell me, but otherwise, it's not really any of my business. Basically, this whole thing is an elaborate prank to possibly make a bisexual man appear to be homophobic. Which I don't believe he is homophobic, which is why it's funny to make people think that he might be. Yes, I'll watch all of the gay hockey show to make it happen. It's complicated, but you got it pretty close. I'll take that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just doing what I can. Hey, Apollo, with that in mind, I watched But I'm a Cheerleader this morning. Oh, wait, you haven't seen it? You haven't seen But I'm a Cheerleader? You should really watch it. It's kind of weird that you haven't watched it, actually. But, like, as long as you watch it within the next couple of days, that would be, like, normal. It wouldn't make me think something else. Guys, I'm going to cop to it. A History of Violence. 3 stars, no heart. But wait, before you kill me, let me give you my rationale, which is essentially watching the movie. I got the vibe that there's an awesome movie in there that I just was not watching. The movie means a lot to a lot of people. When I was watching it, the whole thing just turned me into I became a plot cell. I was like, whoa, look at the twists and turns of the plot. Whoa, I didn't see that coming in the plot. Whoa, look at the decisions they're making with the plot. Like, I was missing a deeper meaning. I was missing a understanding the themes on how violence passes down generationally. I was missing... I think that it's my fault and I missed something. Because it seems like a lot of people really seem to like A History of Violence a lot more than me. I'm scared to give it a 3 stars no heart on letterboxd though. This might be a 3 stars no heart on letterboxd with no review, so there's no place to vent. Or it might be a 3 stars no heart and then I just put everything that I said right here into the comments. Are people on letterboxd okay? I check out the reviews, or not the reviews, but the comments maybe like once after I leave the review, 24 hours later, there's always like 2 comments that have been deleted by user, which to me means that they basically were dragging my ass and then like 6 hours later went, nah, it ain't that serious, and then deleted it. Or maybe alternatively, there was like a typo. Maybe they had a typo and they were like, oh, I got to delete this out of embarrassment or something. But you see the Oscar noms? Broadly, but not specifically. I saw that Sinners got 16 nominations. I mean, good for them. It's a good movie. It also felt like every movie I'd ever heard of has been nominated for Best Picture this year. F1 also got nominated for Best Picture. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't seen the movie, but I did see that. Holy cow. But I feel like every year at the Oscars has a, I don't know if I call it a problem, but they want to appeal to normies while also trying to be, they have like, they have an inverse the Game Awards problem. The Game Awards have the problem where they are targeted at broad audiences, but they want prestige, and the Oscars have prestige, but they want to be viewed by general audiences. So I feel like the Academy Awards, and I get that this is not really like a conscious choice, because it's, you know, by the voting that this happens, but I feel like every Oscar season, they nominate the movies that you know actually have a chance to win, and then they also nominate like 2 or 3 movies for Best Picture that are like blockbusters, just so that people are like, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is the year that like, that Star Wars wins or something like that. Do you watch any Danish foreign films, or are you on the wrong side of history? You sound like a Letterboxd reviewer right now. Every Letterboxd reviewer would be like, oh yeah, I love foreign films. Do you love foreign films, or do you just have one foreign film in your top 4 that has an 80% chance to be Korean and a 20% chance to be Japanese? I'm not suggesting they're bad movies, and I'm not suggesting that they're not world cinema when you come from a North American perspective, but okay, or Y Tu Mama Tambien, City of God, Amelie. I have seen Druk. You already know my piece. Fuck you. On Druk. That literally, people will watch it and be like, this is why alcohol is bad. Did you watch the movie? They literally were improving their quality of life until they drank too much. If they just stuck with the small amounts of alcohol they were drinking at the start of the movie, their life would have just kept getting better, man. They took it too far. They also have a good time at the end. The moral of the story, I believe what the director is trying to say, is never drink alcohol unless your students at the school at which you teach invite you to drink. In which case, do drink alcohol. By the way, I watched Moonrise Kingdom this morning. Obviously good movie. Can I just say something? Can I be pithy as if I were a Letterboxd review? I know those 2 are going to be annoying as fuck at pub trivia for like the rest of their lives, man. I'm walking out the damn bar if I see them at pub trivia. Savant Boy Scout plus sci-fi reading neurodivergent girlfriend. I'm gonna fucking, there's no point, bro. We are not winning tonight. Get me the fuck out of here. The kid from Moonrise Kingdom boosted your movie rant on Twitter the other day. No shot. He's still on Twitter? Really? My goats? No, I'm just playing. That is really funny though. This is the type of shit that have you thinking you're the main character, man. Probably my least favorite Wes Anderson. I enjoyed it, but I would say, to use the, I didn't invent this term, but to co-opt this term, a little bit of a lesser Wesser, but still good. Don't even talk to me about Darjeeling Limited. I do not like Darjeeling Limited. That being a 4.1 on Letterboxd, it's like, that might be more offensive to me than Revenge of the Sith being at like a 4.9 or whatever. Revenge of the Sith is good? Fuck you. I was literally the only motherfucker in 2005 who thought it was good. And now I'm the only motherfucker in 2026 that thinks it's good. The culture changed. It's gone from people thinking it was pure ass to people thinking it's like a great movie. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm the only free thinker. Every 10-year-old thought it was awesome. That's fair enough. I didn't know that many 10-year-olds when I was like 17. Have you seen Dee Dee? I did watch Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you idiot! Stop insulting your mom! Dee Dee, what are you doing? You're not half Chinese, you're fully Chinese. Why are you telling them you're half Chinese? Your mom is she's gonna blow your story wide open, Dee Dee. And get out of it. That's true, I forgot to tell her to get out of my laboratory. Most relatable shit in Dee Dee. Instant messaging. I knew it, man. Instant messaging. Instant messaging. The girl you have a crush on in like the 8th grade, and her going, "Do you have a crush on me?" And then you going, "What? No, bro. What are you talking about? Are you stupid?" You're so stupid. Absolutely not. Are you crazy? No, man. Being 13 and telling your crush that your favorite movie is also A Walk to Remember? Bro, your favorite movie is Transformers. What are you doing here? Every girl knew my favorite movie was The Notebook. They do be hitting you with the shit like you're not like other guys. Yeah, because other guys are telling her what their actual favorite movie is instead of saying that your favorite movie is her favorite movie. She's got you there. She kind of clocked you. I can hardly wait, I said to myself, when we're old, we'll go dancing in the dark, walking through the park and reminisce. See, it's city pop, man. Call me when it gets 500 million views. Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home, we came down to the gate and I was dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? I wanna tell you, girl, I wanna build my world around you. Tell you that it's true. I wanna make you understand, I'm talking about a lifetime plan. Doesn't that sounds, if you put that shit in Japanese, people would be like, this is the new plastic love.